Hello, boys and girls. What a day it's been. I'm very exhausted. I don't know about you, but we know our favorite way of unwinding during these crazy times, don't we? It's unboxing and checking out what kinds of cool stuff came in the mail this week. Well, these first three, these are ones that I knew were coming today. They were from Amazon directly, and I'm gonna check these out here, just knock them out one at a time here. One of them should give you a hint at what will be on the road to arrive in the future, in the next few days. But then other ones are going to be a little bit more out of left field, I think. Sorry that my hair looks like complete shit. It's because I haven't showered yet, and I'm going to do it after I shoot this. I haven't had a chance to stop because it has been a crazy day. But anyway, so the first thing that should give you a hint as to what should be on the horizon is Child's Play 3. Ooh, I wonder what that could mean. But yeah, it's, so, just, okay, full disclosure. I do still have the Child's Play, the 7 movie collection or whatever, but I have someone that's interested in buying it, and I've already packaged it up for him, so to replace it, I was gonna get all the titles individually, and the reason why was because I was always kind of miffed that despite the convenience of that full set, you know, I'd have to double dip for the Scream Factory of the first one. Well, guess what? Getting them all separately, I don't have to double dip. So yeah, Child's Play 3, the other ones are coming in the mail, and so we'll be able to check those out as they come along. Next up, we've got something pretty cool. Anybody out there a fan of killer clowns of any kind? Not Killer Clowns from Outer Space, I have that in the collection already, but what I didn't have was Terrifier. The, what was it, Dread Central? Yeah, Dread Central original, based on Art the Clown from, what was it, All Hallows Eve? That horror anthology. We've got this cool steelbook here, and I'm eager to check this out. I had started watching it, I hadn't finished it, but it's got Catherine Cochran from Trauma in it, and I'm trying to work out the details such that I can interview her for our Women in Horror series on the channel, so stay tuned for that. Still working out the details on that, and I'll make sure to watch this and a couple other things so I can talk to her about it. And then there is our delightful Terrifier poster. How cool is that? Does he just fill your dreams with sheer delight? Sure does with me. I actually played a creepy clown in a horror film that I did, which was a lot of fun. I love putting on clown makeup. I only did it the one time, but it was one of those things where it was like, this just feels right. So, yeah, I hope to do that some more. And then a lot of you people out there probably will not have heard of this film, but it is something that I have wanted to check out since I heard about it. Now, anybody that's a fan of Doctor Who or Marvel or the newest Jumanji films will know who Karen Gillan is. Well, this film was released by The Orchard. This is The Party's Just Beginning, and this was her writer, director, feature film debut. It was, she had done some shorts that she'd written and directed and acted in, but this was her feature film debut, and I'm eager to check it out because I'm, you know, got a huge crush on her, and I think she's immensely talented, so I'm eager to see what she can do behind the camera. And I do have an autograph of hers. She autographed my copy of Oculus for me, which I was beyond thrilled with, and I still have it in the collection there. Show it at some point. But anyway, now on to the eBay items and other miscellaneous things. This is Dallas, Texas, and it's Thrift Books. What could this be? I don't know. We're going to find out. Why do you have so many questions? Alright. Oh yeah. So here's a film that I remember how I was saying that there are a lot of 2013 films that I wanted to reevaluate? That's true. But there's this one that I've wanted to reevaluate because I remembered really not caring for it when I saw it at the time. But I've, older and wiser now, and, doing my, whatever I'm trying to say, Amanda Seyfried retrospective, and it's Les Miserables. And this is the Target exclusive version. This is not on 4K yet for some reason. And what makes it cool is, so this has like a bunch of these reversible character cards there that you can put in the little window display there. It's got this booklet. I know a lot of people... So, okay, to be fair, so this was my first exposure to Les Miserables as a musical. I had not seen it on the stage. I hadn't heard the music before. It was my first go at it, which was probably a mistake. I probably should have done my homework. But, I wanted to see how it kind of fared for a complete newbie like me. It was, I remembered thinking it was just kind of overwrought. But, again, having seen it now and just kind of getting more of an idea of, what it's all about and everything, maybe I'll be able to absorb it the way that it was intended. And, of course, there's the standard case that's in there. Oh yeah, and it has this exclusive bonus disc, which is another reason to get this version of it, plus all the fancy schmancy packaging there. But yeah, eager to give that another go, because I don't know, maybe I wasn't in the right state of mind for it, or it just didn't click with me or something. I know that Les Miserables as a musical is one of those things that you either really love or you really hate. And I think the movie's kind of similar, apparently. So, yeah, eager to just rewatch that. Now, I thought, as far as our Amanda Seyfried retrospective there, I thought she was particularly strong in that, as was Hugh Jackman. The quality of the singing overall was strong, except, of course, obviously, Russell Crowe, who I do like quite a lot. He just wasn't right for that kind of musical. Now, I think he'd be okay for, like, if he had to do something more rock-oriented, because I think he was in a band. I think he'd be okay, but, like, for this kind of thing, you have to really have the chops. Like, you have to be kind of up here, and I just don't think he was right for it. He was I think acting-wise he was fine, but just singing-wise it wasn't a good match. He wasn't Pierce Brosnan in Mamma Mia, so it didn't make you want to tear your ears off. Which, again, another Amanda Seyfried musical that I gotta reevaluate. One of a Kind Boutique, Johnson City, Texas. Oh boy. But yeah, they made a sequel to Mamma Mia, which I know that there were some people like the Cinema Snob who liked it more than the first one. I saw the first one in the theater and I was like, and I saw it on the stage, the Mamma Mia on the stage, and it was a lot better on the stage, because it just... Part of it could have been the cast, too, but also part of it was, like, it just seemed to fit better on the stage. It didn't feel like they were having to try too hard in the acting realm or in the singing realm. It just felt a lot more natural. But, yeah, I mean, that's a problem with movie musicals. You see, like, just a lot of people trying too hard or trying to, be too big for the camera, which you can't. I mean, you kind of have to be big for the stage because you're trying to play to the person that has the worst seat in the house, whereas with film, it's like you have the advantage of close-ups and all these things that you don't normally have on the stage. And then what have we got here? We've got a Canadian Blu-ray pusher, which is, I recall, well, I got this because it was cheap and it had a slipcover there. Now, if I recall correctly, this film is a remake of a trilogy of Danish films, like crime films, that were the feature film debut, the first one, feature film debut of Nicholas Winding Refn, who we know from Drive and Only God Forgives and The Neon Demon. And yeah, that was like his big claim to fame initially, and this was like, I guess, the remake of it. The originals, as far as I know, the originals are not on, they're not on Blu-ray. I think they're only on DVD. I did see a trilogy pack of them, so I might have to pick those up before I watch this one. But again, I got to do my research more to make sure that it's not on Blu-ray. But at any rate, yeah, I mostly, because it was cheap, slipcover, and that's a pretty cool cover, I have to say. And now onto the main event. Oh wow, horror pack. Okay. So I did not expect it this soon. This must be maybe June, the June one, because they were doing the May one. They must have, the timing must have been different as far as like when they chose to process it. Now keep in mind, this is horror pack, so I have no idea what I'm gonna get. It's completely random, and that's part of the fun. So you're gonna find out along with me. What could it be? What could it be? And there's 5 things in here, which, see, when I did it before, they only had 4 things, so maybe because I did the full year thing, maybe they're throwing in some more incentives. And Children of the Corn, which I've already got this. I'm going to leave this sealed because I can probably sell it. What else do we have? Oh, okay, hold on. I think that they sent me the same thing twice. Yeah, they did. Okay, so they sent me Exorcist 3 again, Bloodsucking Bastards, Balmy the Living Dead in the Forest. This one does not have the slipcover, but Bloodsucking Bastards does. Okay, so, yeah, I guess they sent this to me twice. Whatever. I can probably sell these for halfway decent because they're all sealed and I have them already. Yeah. Anyway, didn't expect that. So, yeah, we got quite a smorgasbord here. Most exciting things, I think, are a taste of what's yet to come, and of course, Terrifier. Ooh. But yeah, and for me personally, very, very excited to check out The Party's Just Beginning because, Anyway, yeah, so that's what we got today. I'll see what I can do about some of these extras here. And yeah, so hit the subscribe button, like, share, comment, set phasers to stun, warp factor 5. Keep safe out there amidst the coronavirus and amidst the, if there are any protests going on in your area, if you're participating in them, or if they're near you, just whatever you're doing, just make sure you're safe. And yeah, so I'll see you in the next video, and there's going to be even more cool stuff yet to come.